Law and justice. Law is a system of rules created and enforced by the state that regulates behavior and resolves disputes within society. Whereas justice is the moral principle of fairness that aims to ensure people are treated equally and appropriately according to their actions and circumstances. Types of justice. The different types of justice within the law are distributive justice, procedural justice, and substantive justice. Distributive justice is concerned with the fair allocation of resources, rights, and punishments within society, as shown in R.V. Dudley and Stevens. Procedural justice focuses on fairness in the processes used to make legal decisions, as demonstrated in Untitled v. Carrington. Substantive justice is about achieving fair and morally right outcomes through the law itself, as shown in R.V. Blau. Theories of justice. The theories of justice are natural law, legal positivism, and utilitarianism. Natural law theory argues that law should be based on moral principles that exist independently of human creation and are universal, meaning an unjust law is not a true law, as illustrated by the reasoning rejected in R.V. Dudley and Stevens. Legal positivism argues that law is valid if it is created by a recognized authority using accepted procedures, regardless of its moral content, meaning judges should apply the law as written, as demonstrated in R.V. Brown. Utilitarianism is based on the idea that laws should promote the greatest happiness for the greatest number of people, meaning individual rights may be limited to benefit society as a whole, as shown in R.V. Dudley and Stevens. Extent of justice. The law provides justice to a greater extent as it creates consistency and certainty through precedent, ensures fairness through established legal procedures, and protects individual rights against abuse of power. The law creates consistency and certainty through the doctrine of precedent, meaning similar cases are treated alike, which promotes fairness as shown in Donahue v. Stevenson. The law ensures fairness through established legal procedures such as the right to a fair trial, which promotes procedural justice as demonstrated in R.V. Ghosh. The law protects individual rights against abuse of power by limiting state authority, which ensures justice as shown in Untitled v. Carrington. However, the law provides justice to a lesser extent as it can be rigid, may fail to consider moral fairness, and can be influenced by social and economic inequality. The law can be rigid because strict application of rules may lead to unjust outcomes, as shown in R.V. Blau where moral objections were not considered. The law may fail to consider moral fairness because judges are required to apply the law even if the outcome seems unjust, as demonstrated in R.V. Brown. The law can be influenced by social and economic inequality because access to justice often depends on financial resources, which can undermine fairness as illustrated in R.V. White. Evaluation of law and justice. The benefits of law and justice are the maintenance of social order, protection of individual rights, and promotion of fairness and equality. Law and justice maintain social order by setting clear standards of behavior and consequences for wrongdoing, which benefit society as shown in R.V. Church. Law and justice protect individual rights by holding others legally accountable for harm caused, as demonstrated in Donahue v. Stevenson. Law and justice promote fairness and equality by applying the same legal rules to everyone, which supports justice as shown in R.V. Smith. However, the drawbacks of law and justice are inflexibility, moral injustice in certain outcomes, and unequal access to legal remedies. Inflexibility is a drawback because strict legal rules can prevent judges from achieving fair outcomes in individual cases, as shown in R.V. Blau. Moral injustice is a drawback because the law may conflict with societal values, leading to outcomes that appear unfair, as demonstrated in R.V. Dudley and Stevens. Unequal access to legal remedies is a drawback because those with greater financial resources are often better able to pursue justice, which undermines equality as shown in R.V. White. Thank you for watching this video on law and justice. I'll see you in the next one.